And a lot of conversations will be coming up to defend that statement that I just put out there. Well, I'm in the company of the beautiful Mollen, Kenyana right here, and the handsome Robert Kirabo. Well, clearly I see he's embracing and he's affirming to what I've just said. Maybe I just need to find out how ready he is for the weekend. Good morning, Robert, and how was your week as well?
Good morning to you, Philo, Mollen, and of course our viewers that have woken up with us this morning. Thank you so much. Indeed, it is a Friday, and yes, it is a Friday. Time to party. I know now, at least children are settled back in school. I want to believe that. Maybe at least it's not the other pressure. I know last Friday there was that,
children are going back to school, school fees, all
you
these
spend
necessities.
calculatively. You take one, now you know that is a dozen of exercise books. These their requirements. But now that they're back in school, maybe there'll be some partying. My week has been very interesting, Philo.
Yes.
Yes, we had the visit of the Tanzanian president, Her Excellency Samia Suluhu Hassan with us. But also, this week has come in with something very interesting. That is now we are talking about the succession law. Yes. Property.
I know there is a lot of things you don't agree with in that succession law, Robert, and we'll be getting into it. But also just to find out from you, Mollen, good morning. How was your week?
Yes, a very good morning to you, Philomena, and of course I want to extend a good morning to our viewers. Well, my week has been fine. I can't complain so far. And I can tell you one thing, there is a lot that goes on in Uganda. Before you know it, it's just one thing after the other.
Absolutely.
Even when we hint about the succession law this morning, I know next week we'll be dealing with something else. But something sticks around. There is something with side chicks topics that always comes around. It's a good Friday to talk about that, and it would be exciting.
You know, we're having a conversation and we're looking at this succession law. And well, Mollen did put out her grievances, but I will tell you the most unhappy person amongst the trio, it is Robert. And I really want to know, Robert, because you know, when we're analyzing this law, we actually realized it gives women a lot of power. And even when you look at the way it was being pushed for His Excellency Kaguta Museveni to be assented, which he eventually assented to, it's now an official law. We also saw the women parliamentarians, of course, headed by the Speaker of the 11th Parliament, Anita Among, push to make sure that His Excellency assents to it. Now, Robert, please talk to us. What are your grievances? Why are you so unhappy about this law?
I look at both sides of the coin.
Okay.
One, I'm happy that now men are also going to be able to benefit from the properties of the woman in case the will was not left. So if a spouse dies, if I'm married, or if I have my wife and then she dies before me, at least I get 20% of what she could be having. Today women work, they have properties. Even you come into marriage, she already has a property. In marriage they have a property. So you take her 20%, that is okay. But my problem comes where the couple, one dies and they don't have a child. Then here comes the lady going with 50% of the wealth. You people, 50% of the wealth. You've been in this marriage for 5 years, 10 years. You've not given me a child. You know, I die. Why are you taking half of my wealth?
But you see, Robert, the fact that you kept me around, even when you knew the prevailing situations, clearly I couldn't bear you children. Maybe because it was way beyond me, that I can't even explain, maybe biological issues. Why would you keep me around and don't expect me to take
these modern ways of family planning that women are well versed with, and we don't know. There are so many women that tell men, you know, this, that, yet she has a family planning method that she's on. Look at the Western world. Women jump from one marriage to the other, to the other. Then the other part I'm not happy with is the fact that even when someone or this woman remarries, you know, you're dead, she's into another relationship, but maybe the court procedure, the sharing thing is not done, and it's done. She still gets her 20% of the wealth. Now she's sleeping with another man, married, but she's still getting wealth. So what will happen? Maybe you come into this marriage, you leave it to go. But the woman, by the time she clocks 40, she has amassed 20,
be a very rich woman.
And even she has a 50% from about 2 or 3. Then finally,
well,
that all women share the 20% in case the husband had more than one wife.
Yes.
I find that not fair at all. You see, a man can have 3 or 4 women. I'm against polygamy, to be
Yes.
honest.
Yes.
But where it is, this first wife, this woman that looks after you day by day, cannot get the same portion of your belongings like these others.
Yes.
No. That is unfair. That is very
By
unfair.
calling them others.
Well, I mean, in this case, I think we can call them others because she's the legitimate wife. But again, I feel like this law is basically to drive 2 points home. Number one is to actually promote monogamous marriages. If you've decided to get into this institution and you have decided to go official, unless you're a Muslim man, okay?
Yeah.
But if you're a Christian man and we believe in monogamous marriages, you've gone to church, you've done all these functions, I think you should just stick to your wife. You're mad at, I mean, this is a life decision that you decided to go for. So stick with your woman, stick with your man. Number two, it comes to the issues of wills. Now, I know very many people, when they hear about wills, you know, writing your will down, it has a little bit, it gives a bit of PTSD.
They
to very
fear,
many
you
people.
write,
They
you
fear
die.
because they believe anytime. It's like a reality check for them
Yeah.
that anytime I'm dying. So write your wills, people. It doesn't mean you're going to die tomorrow. Write down that